My name is Margaret Nastasi. Welcome to Back to School Night and welcome to my presentation on Computer Programming 1. So your children are taking a computer science class. It's an elective, so why are they taking it? Well, people say that anyone can learn computer science, but the big question is, why are they learning computer science? And according to Steve Jobs, everybody in this country should learn how to program a computer because it teaches you how to think. And that is a teacher's dream, getting your students to think. Exactly what computer programming does. But your children may be taking computer science because they think they're going to like it a lot. It's considered one of the top 3 in the subjects that students do like a lot. Or maybe they know that a computer science major can earn 40% more than the college average. Or that last year there were almost 43,000 computer science students that graduated into the workforce and over 500,000 available jobs. That's impressive. All right, this is just giving you a few statistics about the situation in New Jersey and that how much availability there is and salaries students can make once they graduate from college in computer science. Okay, but you have to start somewhere, and that's where we're starting right here in Programming 1, and hopefully they'll keep on going. So just a few inspirational notes from some very famous computer science people. Bill Gates said, "I was 13 when I first got access to a computer. I wrote a program that played tic-tac-toe. Once they get to AP Java, if that's their thoughts, we actually do write the tic-tac-toe game using 2-dimensional arrays." Jack Dorsey said, "My parents bought me a Macintosh in '84 when I was 8 years old." All right, some of your children may have had a computer even before the age of 8. Ruchi Sangvi, Vice President of Dropbox, said freshman year, first semester, Intro to Computer Science. So your children already have a step ahead of the game because Ruchi did not start until college taking computer science programs, and your children have already started. Drew Houston said, "I think it was pretty humble beginnings. I think the first program I wrote asked things like, what's your favorite color? Or how old are you?" And that is exactly what we do in Programming 1. We start with simple questions like that. He also says it's really not unlike kind of playing an instrument or something, or playing a sport. And Drew, you're right, because with an instrument or a sport, you do have to keep practicing, working hard at it, and hopefully you enjoy it like you would an instrument or a sport. Gabe Newell said, "The first time I actually had something come up and say hello world, and I made a computer do that, it was just astonishing." So even as something as simple as printing hello world and getting that to work actually does amaze the students. Mark Zuckerberg said that learning how to program didn't start off as wanting to learn all about computer science, but he basically did it because he thought it would be fun, and he thought his sisters might find it fun. Chris Bosch said coding is something that can be learned, and it can be, but he said it also can be very intimidating. So at this point in your child's session through Programming 1, they might find it a little intimidating, but hopefully they'll get comfortable with the coding and continue to go on and take more classes. Anyway, Chris was a member of the Whiz Kids, and he said that students used to laugh at him, but he didn't care because he did enjoy it, and right now many of his friends have great jobs. Hadi said, "Computer programming is an incredibly empowering skill to learn." And that is extremely important because if your child decides not to go into computer science, at least the skills they're taking from doing coding will gather through other disciplines. But here's my greatest thought from will.i.am. He said, "Great coders are today's rock stars." That's it. Thanks, Will. That's the best. Okay, but this is where I got started. Yeah, I'm pretty old. I started with the IBM punch cards on a typewriter in college. It was required in my math major that I take one course of computer programming, and I loved it. And when I started at Rutherford High School, teaching BASIC, I loved it. And I went further on, and now I teach C++, Java, and Python. Python is the latest program language that I've been learning. So I'm kind of still learning Python as your children are learning Python. Still love it. Okay, so what about Computer Programming 1? Well, that's it. We are learning Python. And Python is a really nice first language to learn. And notice that it is one of the top languages that most colleges do start with as well. So once again, your children are ahead of the game. Here's another reason, though. These are all the tips and types of applications that use Python. Okay, and another thing about Python, it is easy to learn because when you want to print something, it's the print command. When you want to enter something from the keyboard, it's the input command. So the syntax is clean, the commands are clear, general purpose, the comprehension of it, the syntax of it, very easy for students to follow. Okay, the application that we use, though, is LocoRobo. So this is something new that the high school has introduced because not only do we do coding, but we also program a robot to do particular tasks. Okay, this is how, but because we are virtuals, most of us right now, we do not use the robots because we cannot distribute them to the homes, but we still can program. And it's the Loco Python Academy where we do that. And inside that application is Loco Python. And this is how it's set up. All right, so your children will be able to access this. They watch a video. There's a video review. They can continue doing the video review because you have multiple times till you get 100. So that's kind of nice. That's usually a homework assignment. The worksheets we do together because that allows for discussion. And then most of it starts with the coding of that particular lesson. Usually after 3 or 4 lessons, we will have a lab, and there's always time for extra help on the lab after school. At 1:15, I'm available till 3 o'clock. So if your child has a question, they can always come on and, I can help them through it. But if they go into Google Classroom, this is how my categories are set up. So it's very easy if they click on classwork, not stream, to find all the assignments and the homework and when we're having a quiz or test and where they are located. Okay, the links is also a category, and these are the 4 links that they only need to go through the Python code. Okay, here's my grading system. Class participation does include the Zoom meeting, so if they are not here for a Zoom meeting that day, they do get a 0. All right, but this is what I'm hoping. Eventually we all get back and we can start programming our little robots to do particular tasks with Python. Okay, 5 reasons to try coding. All right, so this is what I tell the students at the beginning. 90% of parents want their child's school to teach computer science, but only 1 in 4 schools teach it. And that's one thing that's happening in New Jersey. Still, not all schools in New Jersey do teach computer science. So that's what we are pushing for, to make it mandatory. So we are very lucky that Rutherford High School offers many computer science programs. 50% of Americans rank computer science as one of the 2 most important subjects of study after reading and writing. So your kids are in the right place right now. 75% of Americans believe computer science is cool in a way it wasn't 10 years ago. Well, we're introducing robotics. Of course it's going to be fun. All right, and 67% of parents and 56% of teachers believe students should be required to learn computer science. So again, very worthwhile skills to learn when you're taking computer science. Students who learn computer science in high school are 6 times more likely to major in it, and women are 10 times more likely, which makes me very happy. So the important thing here is to have fun, though, because it is just their first programming class, and I hope that they do keep going. All right, and just a few little things to interject. There is a computer club that I am the advisor of. Last year, we did go to a hackathon. We went to the KIPP Center. We went to Hour of Code. We did an Hour of Code at the kindergarten center. Our goal was to go to the escape room, but COVID happened. And this year, we were given a grant that will allow us to do some activities at the Liberty Science Center. So let's hope that happens too. Another new program that I've started is Girls Go Cyber. Girls Go Cyber Start is a nationwide club that is encouraging girls to go into computer science. So if you have a daughter, hopefully she'll sign up for my Girls Go Cyber club. And last, again, is with the girls. I also am an advisor for the STEM for Girls, which not only includes computer science, but if your daughter also has interested in science or technology, engineering, and math. All right, so hopefully they'll sign up for both. All right, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and have a good night.